Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do a November reading for you. And I pulled the Rebirth card from the Talisman Oracle. And I'm going to read a little bit about this card. The Rebirth card symbolizes the end of one period and the beginning of another. This card can also represent the release of a bad habit, unhealthy attachment, struggle, or the end of a vicious cycle. The moth is born at the end of a painful period of growth, and it's now able to fly. You can see the moth there up right below the eye, the third eye. Energy never dissipates, it only changes from one form to another. But if you resist leaving behind the old path, you may experience some distress. Try to see the positive energy coming at you and the opportunity you're being given. Leaving something behind and looking back could bring nostalgia and longing for the old days, but the future holds a different role for you. It's time to face it and start your bright new beginning. This is a transitional period representing a move, the start of a new job, or to say goodbye to the past. Meditate with this card to set your new intention. It's a delicate time, and you need to be patient and kind to yourself. What do you see? And there's the eye there, prompting you to work with your third eye energy, to see through the appearance of things. And I have pulled as your overall energy from the tarot, the Devil card. And I do believe this is represents the traditional status quo that you are moving away from. Many of you may have achieved something substantial in a traditional form, profession, occupation. Perhaps many of you are leaders of an industry or an organization that has done some very traditional work. It feels as though this is more something that you were gifted or that you worked your way through, but you're understanding at this point the limitations of this. Maybe there was a tremendous cost in gaining this external success that you've achieved, and you're now challenging your own self to release some of that cost, to reclaim some of the love, connection to intimates or personal time that you have been robbed of in some ways as a feature of your commitment to this effort. Underneath the deck, we have the Page of Wands, which is, in fact, this rebirth energy, this idea of recognizing that you have a fresh new direction to explore and discover aspects of yourself that have previously been extra or excessive to the work that you have been until now identifying yourself with. You see a way to branch out and grow, a way to be open to doing things differently. And that is really countering the idea of a very traditional path with traditional ways of gaining success, moving through the hierarchy in a way that has, in some ways, limited you. So this rebirth is calling you to abandon what didn't work from that more traditional effort that you've given. In the 10th house, this is the house of your social expectations, the way others see you. The 8 of Pentacles shows you to be a hard worker. I definitely see a sense of leadership that is actually expected of you as a result of the work that you have done in a more traditional vein. You've learned the ropes, you've learned the process or the procedures that are correct with realizing success. 8s generally indicate success. in an arena as the result of discipline, consistency, hard work, effort. Uh, and I think with Pentacles, there is a focus on results, what you produce, on being productive, being efficient in that productivity, bringing resources, contributing resources to the world or to others, building things that others need. So this is very practical experience that you have in whatever new direction you may be moving. In the first house, your attitude, your approach is one of independence. You are autonomous. You do not rely on others for the things that you can do for yourself. You relish in your own interests, your own activities. You pursue those things that have given you rewards, that support you, that see your value. And this has engendered the sense of consistent investment in yourself, in the parts of yourself that are profitable, excessive, where you've gained some extra abundance and can reinvest that into your efforts or the efforts of others who are aligned with your goals. So this is this sense of being whole within yourself, so that whatever it is you seek to achieve comes from a sense of all of your contribution. In the fourth house, the house of your soul, your family, your foundation, judgment is a place of recognizing, clicking for you what is for you, hearing a call, recognizing a vision that has been consistent in your life. It may not have been something you believed you could achieve. Perhaps you came from an environment where achievement, advancement, expansion was expected, was the norm. And now you recognize your ability to achieve that, to offer something unique, unexpected in the world, something that the world needs, a vision of how to work differently in the world, opening up to a higher or a broader sense of world betterment, world peace, improvement of the resources that we have or the ability of others to access those. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, the Page of Cups shows a lot of hard work on your part, and then ironically is opening up your heart. There's something about the effort that you've been making that allows you to open your heart from a sense of wisdom, alignment with who you are, joy and pleasure in the work that you do, or the talent that you've been given to exercise in this life. There's a sense that your creativity is renewed in acknowledging this new direction that you're interested in pursuing, that you feel motivated and inspired to pursue. That openness opens you up to not only doing things differently, but allowing yourself to discover new aspects of who you are. The willingness to pursue your feelings as a measure of what is right for you and what is aligned to you. So I'm feeling that for many of you, the idea that you may have sworn off love. You may have had a limited or very traditional experience of partnership or relationship, and that you are finding yourself unexpectedly open to new experiences, new ideas, new inspirations from unexpected places. I'm going to clarify these cards for you with the ethereal deck, the shadow work deck, as something of a nod to the thinning of the veil that occurs as we move into harvest season. Samhain is the Celtic celebration of summer's end and the harvesting. the fruits of the harvest, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Dia de los Muertos are some of the ways that we celebrate again the access to our ancestors, the access to the spirit world or worlds, and also the way in which we ourselves have access to information that we have experienced perhaps through other lives of our own or the lives of our ancestors who did so much to bring us here. If there is resonance for any of you Aquarians that are seeing this reading, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I thank you in advance for all the support that you give me. The first house, 9 of Pentacles, is clarified by the 5 of Wands. And this is talking about the way you're being enlisted to work with a team, work with a group of others, the way you may be engaging in a confrontation between some more traditional organization, co-workers, or aspects of your team in dealing with something that you want to build or the solution to a problem. So it looks as though you are accepting not only your independence as your authority, where you stand on being in alignment with your highest good, but you accept that of each and every member. You encourage independence of thought, independence of action that's been vetted by the team, but that honors the strength and independence of each member of the team. The responsibility of each member of the team being to contribute to a solution that all can take credit for. So you are in alignment with your own highest path, and you encourage that for each member of your team with all the confidence that together you're able to create a better solution. In the 4th house, the Judgment card is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. And this is really just talking about how much you've learned about fair, equitable, profitable, abundant exchanges of energy with others. This feels as though there is a new contract of some sort that is important. This contract can be specifically around your home, with family members, with those that are part of your domestic environment. But I see you negotiating the terms of something that you are agreeing that you want. You're claiming something that you desire, and on the basis of that, you are rearranging your relationships and the ways in which you work. So this is about hammering out those agreements that are tacit, that are out there, that are named. This is against assumptions, assuming things about yourself or others, and then creating an environment where things aren't working. This is the basis for how this effort is working in real time, so that you are accepting the range of your vision as a result of many people participating in it and working out concretely and explicitly how it's going to be achieved, knowing that as you grow and change, that these negotiations, these agreements can be changed, they can be modified, they can be renegotiated. So this is a real source of strength in terms of your ability to ensure that you're working in a just, fair, equitable way with others, and that your value too is recognized. In the 7th house, the Page of Cups is clarified by the King of Wands. Wow, the leadership energy here is really powerful. So, as is so often the case with uh, um, our experiences, your leadership in a particular area towards something that you deeply desire does not preclude your ability to encourage the strengths of others, to recognize the value of a collaboration as opposed to a hierarchy. Because I feel like you bring the chops of a leader to a situation that you're trying to build differently. You're trying to build it as a mutual aid, mutual benefit, mutual growth team, as opposed to a hierarchy where the person on top gets all the recognition and claims all the credit. And that may be part of what you are personally struggling against or learning about as a way to accomplish your vision that can't be about your dictates, but instead is about your joining in alignment with others, empowering others as you are finding your empowerment. In the 10th house, the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Wands. So all these wands, all these pentacles, you are definitely moving towards building a dream. And I see you very concretely not only improving on your skills and your organization in general, putting in the hard work, but I see you consciously setting up the vehicle that is going to be the way in which you actualize this vision. So the connections you need, the resources needed, the research into similar models or similar organizations or teams that are working in a direction that is similar to yours. And this is clear that you are preparing to share your services with others in an unfamiliar setting to you. So this is an act of courage. This requires a kind of leadership, but it does not require your domination. And I believe you are sincerely working towards that. You don't need to be in control of everything. You do want to lead uh, through your vision, and that is something that you're working out with an active and participatory collaboration with others. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle to finish up this reading, and I have gotten the lovely Herkimer card. And the key word is dreams. I'm constantly manifesting my destiny into reality. There's a lot of big words there. I'm constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. That's the word. Dreams, not destiny. I love this. I love the shift that I'm feeling within you, Aquarius, to move away from the idea of fate or destiny, but towards the idea of dreams and your potential that you are empowered to actualize. If you enjoyed this content, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. And until next time, Aquarius, namaste.